mortality.
All right, and we are live. Welcome, everybody, to the Fan Battle Cast. I am Table. I am your host for today, and with me we have... Gilded, that's
Well, hi.
You're the one next to me.
Hi, I'm Gilded. I'm defending the goat.
Oh,
Already got some Outer Beyblade here.
Outer Beyblade.
Yeah,
Dude, I
Love
swear to
Fiction.
God, if you argue Outer
Official?
Beyblade because you're holding a Beyblade, I'm going to argue. I'm going to argue Super Sentai scaling, and you don't want me.
To those mentioning it in the chat, yes, I am gonna mention it.
Yeah, and debating not Beyblade Man, we have...
The Dark Lore Master, and yeah, he has a name. It's Jarrod.
Jarrod the Goblin King?
Jarrod.
I was about to say.
And as our jury, we've got Zoro, Moloch, and I still don't know how to say your name. Sorry.
Just say Stead.
Stead.
Just say Stead.
Okay, Stead.
Yeah. I got no title, unfortunately. I'm all out of ideas.
Yeah, we got...
Just put the Jungle Furry.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
We don't.
Oh.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, everyone.
Alright.
All right. Well, since I don't think we got anything else to say, unless we want anyone to have any comments before we hop on into introducing our characters, or...
I'm about to cook this motherfucker.
Big words coming from the Big Loser, man. Big words.
Wait, for,
Oh
in
yeah,
context,
yeah.
For people that don't know, these two have been fighting each other in the Discord for like the past week now, before this cast started.
Oh
Yeah, it's been
me and
great.
Gilbert have been like fucking
Interesting
slandering
conversation.
each other.
Yeah. for the
Yeah,
past few weeks.
Little do you know, this has been a battle a week in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, ever since like this first ever since Mia and Gilded first got paired into doing this one, we've actually been like slandering each other consistently, and now we're finally getting around to this. So like, this has been a long time coming, and this is going to be a fun one. Yeah.
And I say,
Yeah.
let's not keep the crowd waiting anymore. Let's begin the bloodbath.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Go ahead with Jarrod.
Ooh. Okay. All
I
right.
mean, he's first in the title.
You can't.
All
You
right.
can't retake me. All right. Bring up the 60 seconds. Let's do
Here
this.
we go.
All right. So, Jarrod, he is the main villain from Power Rangers Jungle Fury. He is a martial arts master of the Pai Sho who was possessed by the evil spirit Daishi and is now basically just like the Lord Zed type character where he sends out the monsters to fight the Power Rangers. They have they do the fight, have the episode, and then things end. But Daishi and Jarrod have a lot of extra powers. Like, continuously throughout the series, Jarrod is constantly learning new techniques and becoming way stronger than he ever was, even at the start, where he was already a master martial artist. At the end of the series, he's a master among masters, and he has so many different hacks and ways to like manipulate souls that, frankly, Ryuga does not have counters to. So, in the end, Jarrod will win.
All right, with 3 seconds to spare. Gilded, you got some competition already.
Oh.
Let's see if you can do it in 65 seconds. All right, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okie dokie. And 3, 2, 1.
Throughout history, there's been talks of an forbidden bay known as El Drago. It feeds off pure negativity, and it chose the Dragon Emperor, Ryuga. And he has become an absolute menace ever since he grabbed this bay. There is no stopping his rampage. Everywhere he goes, there's just property damage. He has a 97% win rate in the entire series with only 2 losses. And with what I've researched, Jarrod stands no chance.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, that was extra 15 seconds, so now you're in the lead.
I'm not spoiling anything yet.
Ooh, okay. All right. So, should I get into talking about what Jarrod can do?
Mm-hmm.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
Yeah.
Proceed.
So, as I mentioned before, Jarrod is a master martial artist, specifically of the style of the Pai Sho, which is basically like this ancient martial arts that people study, and upon like becoming like proficient and basically like the highest honor you can get is becoming something known as a guardian, which is basically you become a Power Ranger. However, Jarrod was like a top contender. He was going to be the Red Ranger. However, at the start of the series, the title ultimately went to Casey, which then angered Jarrod, and then he went and accidentally released the evil spirit known as Daishi from the box it was contained in. And Daishi was contained there because last time he was unleashed, he was going to rage the Phantom Beast War or whatever that was going to wipe out all of humanity. However, now that Daishi is released, it's possessed Jarrod and now uses his martial arts mastery in order to fight the Power Rangers. Could you bring up cellular level Power Rangers?
Yep, that's wrong. 1 second.
I expect nothing less.
Opener.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you go? There we go. Here we go. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So just to illustrate like how skilled at martial arts Power Rangers are, basically whenever you become a Power Ranger, all the knowledge necessary to be that is instantly entered into your cellular makeup. And
Wow.
yeah, this boosts your martial arts capabilities insanely because remember back in Mighty Morphing, Billy was a white belt. He was terrible at martial arts. He was not good at all. Yet the second he transformed into a Power Ranger, he was a master martial artist. And remember, these guys have been training in martial arts for years and are some of the greatest masters of martial arts in the world, even before they transform. And after they transform, all of that extra martial arts from like the morphing grid, which is basically like the source of all Power Rangers, instantly gets entered into their cellular makeup. So that makes them even greater martial arts masters. And this is before they even learn from other Taisho masters and even gain the Jungle Master mode, which is basically like they learn about how to become even better martial arts masters from even like past Taisho martial arts masters. And Jarrod can casually take these guys on like 5v1. So like he is far more skilled than anything Ryuga has ever seen. And he also has plenty of different moves. Like he has shout attacks, or like he has shout attacks, or he can like attack at distance with laser beams. So he can always range out Ryuga. Can you also bring up? It's called Aura, bro. And later in the series, Jarrod even gets a technique where he can like expel his aura around him in order as like an attack in order to like constantly keep people away. So if Ryuga ever gets in close with El Drago, Jarrod can always just use this as a get off me tool in order to like reposition and reposition or like get in a more advantageous position.
I don't know, Dark Lord. It's pretty blurry. It looks like he's farting.
Okay, look. There's like no good images.
It looks like he's
of
getting hit
this.
by El Drago.
That's what I'm saying.
But there's not. But there's more that comes with being a master of Taisho. Could you bring up spirit projection? Basically, when you become a master of the Taisho, you can manifest your own animal spirit within in order to use it for attacks. Jarrod specifically has the lion, the spirit of the lion, so you can like summon that forth in order to have that attack like disconnected from him, so he can like summon that in order to like keep El Drago busy as he goes in and fights Ryuga directly. There's a lot of stuff he can do. He can even manifest this into the Tiger Zord. Could you bring that up? Basically, he can like kind of merge his animal spirit with the morphing grid itself in order to have that be the Tiger Zord. Yeah.
Wait, it's a tiger, not lion?
I got tiger and lion mixed up. Sorry.
Okay.
But
Fair.
yeah, but basically, he can kind of like fuse his animal spirit with the morphing grid in order to have that become like a giant Zord, and he can even summon forth the other Zords. Like you can summon forth the tiger, panther, and cheetah Zord, and then fuse that with the lion Zord in order to basically form like a lion Megazord. So he can like basically just use that in order to fight. So he definitely has like a massive size advantage over El Drago. He's also got also one other notable thing with Jarrod is he can actually suck out souls. Could you bring up Soul Sucking 1?
Oh. Okay, I actually don't know this. Wait, what? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, someone who has like more limited knowledge of Power Rangers, seeing some of this stuff when Dark Lord was sending me stuff was just like, what the fuck?
yeah, okay. So basically, within this scene, what's happening is one of Daishi's like lower generals, Weiger, who is the spirit of the White Tiger, basically like summons forth like basically. Okay, so here's a little context. Casey has the spirit of the tiger, and Weiger has the spirit of the white tiger. So they're basically like the same spirit, kind of. So then, when Weiger placed his hand on Casey, he was able to suck out the animal spirit. And after doing that, that left him vulnerable to the point he couldn't even transform. And it took a while before he was even able to transform. But even then, it took actually having to defeat Weiger in order to get his true like tiger spirit back within him. So then Jarrod, and remind me if this is correct, but El Drago is the spirit of the dragon, correct?
Yes.
And guess what? Daishi is the dragon spirit. So he could just suck out the spirit of El Drago and take it into himself in order to basically steal the powers of that. Even if you don't want to believe this, could you bring up Soul Sucking 2?
This is a lot of sucking.
Yeah.
A lot.
All right. But basically, Daishi, like, he doesn't even need to touch you or even have a similar animal spirit to you in order to suck out your soul. Considering the fact that, like, all of these guys, these are, like, numerous masters of Paisho. Like, you got, like, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm looking at the shark.
Yeah, okay, look. They look kind of dumb, but this was because they all fused with their animal spirits.
Okay.
But basically, these are 7 Paisho masters, all like fully merging with their animal spirits in order to become stronger. And yet, Daishi was casually able to just suck all of their souls out of them and then fuse them into himself in order to become stronger. So he could very easily just do that from a distance in order to basically render Ryuga powerless. And even steal the power of El Drago for himself to give himself a power boost. This is also aided by the fact that Daishi actually grows stronger the more people fear him. So the longer the fight goes on, the more and more like general public mayhem is going to make them scared of like both Ryuga and Jarrod. But this is just going to make Jarrod stronger and stronger, considering the fact he gains more power from fear. And there's one last thing related to the spirits that is going to massively benefit Daishi. So basically, within the world of Power Rangers Jungle Fury, when you die, you go to the spirit world. This is true for humans, monsters, whatever. But basically, upon going to the spirit world, there's no way to get out unless you can create a portal. And in order to create this portal, it took the power of 3 Paisho masters, and even then, like, basically what happened in this scene was the 3 main Power Rangers had to go into the spirit world in order to like gain the powers of the Jungle Masters, and then they had to like convince the Jungle Masters to let them out because what happens is when you go into the spirit world, you're not meant to get out. However, they were able to get out. However, although in the final fight, Daishi was just able to like grab onto basically nothing and rip open a hole in the spirit world itself in order to summon forth every single villain from Power Rangers Jungle Fury in order to basically gang up on all the Power Rangers. So then this is not just, oh, it's Jarrod versus Ryuga, or it's Jarrod and Daishi versus Ryuga and El Drago. No, this is El Drago having to do a 1v30 against every single Power Rangers Jungle Fury villain, which includes the likes of Camille, who's able to like transmute people into like flies and basically eat them, or even people like the monkey who was able to duplicate himself infinitely with no limits. So this is frankly just so much that Ryuga cannot keep up. He's just having so much thrown at him from every single angle that he would just get overwhelmed eventually and then succumb. This isn't even helped by the fact that since Daishi can just rip open holes in the spirit world, he could just like rip open a hole and then throw Ryuga in and then seal it up. So then Ryuga could never break out. He's just like stuck in the spirit world. Or the fact that even if Ryuga could kill Jarrod or whatever, the spirit of a Paisho master could never be destroyed. And there's also the fact that Daishi could just like rip open a hole in the spirit world and then just like Jarrod could come back out and basically get an infinite amount of revives. So frankly, there's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Sounds like Ultima.
All right. That was a lot for Jarrod. Gilda, do you think you got something to say in response to all of this?
I got a few things.
Okay.
First,
Okay.
how about we start where all Beyblade discussion begins? Table bring up the image.
Is it where I think it is?
So let's talk about
Yep.
Moses.
Let's go.
What the heck?
So we all know this iconic scene. It was also talking about how Beyblades have been used to destroy civilizations, create natural disasters. And the reason it was brought up was to say that El Drago is better than all of that. But that's starting small. Moses is the weakest thing in Beyblade.
Oh no.
He's like D tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't there Beyblades that like have like Roman god scaling?
Yes, but we'll get to that later. Let's start off small with some other things that El Drago can do besides the left spin. For one, all Beyblade fights are basically attacks on the soul.
What?
Yeah, you know those spirits that come out of the Beyblades? That's not just for visuals. Those are real. And like,
Oh.
Here's a funny example. Could you bring up the Kiyoya image? He did this to Kiyoya.
Jesus.
He's been impaled.
On a kid's show.
Oh my god.
And not only that, here's the one thing that Ryuga has over Jarrod. Sure, he may be able to get stronger with fear, but El Drago gets stronger through any negative emotion. And this is perfect because Ryuga's a rage baiter.
Seems like a very broken ability for fighting villains.
Yeah. Beyblade is that serious. And you were talking about how he could keep Ryuga at a distance. No, the El Drago can shoot out lasers and fucking giant fiery spirit bombs and shit.
Ooh. Alright.
That's I got more on the physical side, but yeah, I think being able to damage souls at all is a good thing. Also, I'm reading the chat right now. Doesn't El Drago eat souls with its spin steel? Not from what I could find, but I'm not going to deny it. Like it. You're looking at what he did to this man. That's affecting the soul there.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so Beyblades can damage souls.
Beyblades can damage souls.
Yeah,
No big deal. No big
Can they
deal.
destroy souls?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Hmm.
I mean, being able to just damage them at all should probably mean they can destroy souls.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It is a kid's show. I'm assuming we don't get much death.
Well, to be fair, Yu-Gi-Oh had the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, but no,
was a poor kid's dub.
there wasn't much death.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you
There-
know what I mean.
There is implied to be an afterlife, but we'll get to that later. But
oh, sorry.
in terms of hacks, I mean, he can manipulate the weather, summon meteors, control lava. I feel like I should also start to mention there is different forms to El Drago. The first one was Lightning El Drago, the weakest. We'll get into talk to that later, but there's also Meteor El Drago, which is the one that can summon meteors and can even come in as a meteor. And then after absorbing a fragment of a star, there's El Drago Destructor. Trust me, with the stuff I found, the star fragment isn't as impressive as it sounds.
Oh, okay.
Ellis
But-
is still the small end.
Oh, do you want me to get into some of the higher stuff?
Whoa, wait, not yet, not yet.
All right.
But,
Did you have any other hack stuff or?
Off the top of my head, that he can do himself, no. But there is some resistances he has.
Okay.
Hmm.
Like, for example, he can likely resist poisons. And also the heat stuff that I mentioned earlier. And based off his storyline, darkness manipulation, emotion manipulation, possession, mind control, he can resist that stuff. Because there's a whole arc about him overcoming that.
Hmm.
Also, I just want to point out, he mean mugged a tiger until it ran away.
What's a meme? What?
He just stared it down, and it ran away.
Yeah, he
Fear.
means it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Is this
He's
his
the
counter to the
yellow
Tiger Zord?
lantern.
Maybe.
He can scare the spirit of the Tiger Zord. Hang on, I see the argument. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
I'm reading the chat right now. Didn't Ryuga get a run back on the protagonist and keep their WL at 2-1? Yes, I actually was going to mention that later on, but yeah. He won the set over the protagonist. You know how hard it is for the rival to do that? All right, we can move on.
Oh.
All right.
Fear hacks win.
Okay.
I'm starting small.
Okay. Is it okay if I bring up one more scan for Jarrod? Just real quick.
Yeah.
I have like 5 more, but go ahead.
Yeah, could you bring up Spirits Can't Be Destroyed?
Let me see. Spirits can be- I think it's this one. Yeah.
Yeah, Spirit of Pai Schwa just like can't be
Pai
destroyed.
Schwa.
Like, no matter what, you just can't destroy them. So even if Ryuga could theoretically destroy Jarrod, could theoretically destroy souls, it wouldn't be able to work on Jarrod because that just like can't happen since he is like of the Pai Schwa or whatever.
Okay, well then I have to ask because I know that Jarrod, and every time I say Jarrod, I keep spelling it Jared. Sorry, in my head, that's how I spell it.
You're spelling his name wrong in your head. Get out of here.
I know. I have to ask this since Jarrod is the main villain of this version of Power Rangers.
Mhm.
We know he loses. So how did he lose?
Basically, how he lost was he stopped being a villain. Basically, the only way he got stopped was like Daishi was taking control of his body and like forcing him to like be the villain. However, eventually the humanity and goodness within Jarrod came forth and then like overpowered. So then he threw out Daishi. So then it was basically like Jarrod helped with defeating Daishi. And in order to like basically defeat Daishi for good, it took Jarrod having to like utilize his own abilities to like weaken Daishi enough to where he could be to where he was vulnerable to the three guardians of Casey and the Yellow and Blue Ranger. I forgot their names. But yeah, it basically. So then, once when that happened, it took those three guys brought forth their own animal spirits in order to basically just like finally defeat Daishi for good, and Jarrod became a good guy. So that is how they were able to defeat him.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Should I mention how Ryuga was defeated in his series? He only has 2 losses throughout the entire thing, but like I feel like I don't know where else I would be able to mention this, but
Yeah.
Oh,
his
that's
second
memorable,
loss ever and presumed dead in the entire series except for the manga, but presumed dead afterwards. Took a fucking god of destruction.
He took a Hakai?
He fought a god of destruction,
Oh.
Oh.
and that's his only other loss. And his first loss was at his weakest, so doesn't really matter. But continue if you were gonna say something.
All right. I guess there's nothing else to say on that note.
I will say, just
Well, I have
because
a question.
I'm seeing it get mentioned, it does look like El Drago can devour souls.
What?
Hmm.
Like eat them?
Yeah.
Oh.
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 Hmm.
Yeah, that's how it gets stronger, apparently.
I know what they're talking about. That wasn't specifically early. It was early on El Drago, but like it didn't devour the soul. It more like infected it with an evil power disease that basically made you stronger, but it also drove you berserk. This is that thing I was talking about that Ryuga was going on a whole arc trying to overcome it, and by the time he got Medio El Drago, that was when he overpowered it.
Oh, wait. So wait, if it can infect souls, doesn't that mean that if Jarrod tries to absorb it, he might get infected too?
He might get infected by the dark power.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
he's already infected by a dark spirit, so like it doesn't even matter that much.
But it'd be double infection.
Yeah, so double the destructive potential.
Okay.
But yeah, Ryuga did that to the character Tsubasa, and he just kind of went berserk. Gave that man PTSD on top of that.
Yeah. Oh, also the J-Man asked if I could bring up the Spirit Rangers. Yeah, I could bring them up. Basically, they're extra Pai Show masters who got like kidnapped by Jarrod, and then got like brainwashed into fighting by his side until they were released, and then they fought against Jarrod and Daishi in the final fight. They're pretty cool. There are actually some of the guys who got their soul sucked out by Daishi in the final fight, so that's fun.
I just remembered some. You mentioned how it would be Ryuga versus the entirety of Power Rangers Jungle Force.
Jungle Fury.
Jungle Fury, whatever. You get what I mean. But at his weakest, one of the things he first does is go to a 99-person battle royale in a helicopter, and everyone there decided to team up on him. And before their Beyblades even touch his, El Drago just fucking explodes all of them at once in a giant pillar of energy. All at once. He soloed a 1v99.
Alright, so it's gonna be a lot harder than expected to jump Ryuga.
Okay, but
yeah.
remember, we got that one monkey guy who can clone himself infinitely, so we can get we could make it a 1v1,000,000 if we wanted to.
Yeah, but would that even be Ryuga versus Jarrod anymore?
Yeah.
It's Ryuga versus Monkey Guy now.
We got a few extra guys in there.
I mean, we could talk about how quickly Ryuga could get through them if we want to. Do you guys want to go into stats, or do you want to keep talking about powers first?
I was thinking about going into stats because I got some good ones.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, let's go into stats. Alright,
You want to go first, or should I?
I can go first. Basically, within Jungle Fury itself, there's a few impressive feats, like one of Jarrod minions. The Pangolin was able to create earthquakes, and Master Finn, he was able to dispel a tornado with a single strike. And one person in the show could supposedly strike 100 times before an opponent could even react, which is certainly impressive. However, this means nothing towards like the wider Power Ranger scaling itself.
Like Moses.
Okay. So, you got some impressive feats like Andros, the Power Rangers and Space Red Ranger, could fly through space at over 3,000 times faster than light, and even pilot and fight at those speeds, which is certainly impressive. However, this means nothing towards one of the most powerful Zords in the entire series, Serpentera. Serpentera was a Zord created by, I think it was Lord Zed. Basically, this was a Zord that had the power to destroy the planet itself. However, the way the planet gets destroyed is actually a little notable because the typical calc you see for destroying the planet Earth, about like 59.5 zetatons of TNT, that's actually just to like dispel the gravitational potential energy around the Earth and then destroying it. However, Serpentera has shown he destroys the Earth far more like deliberately, basically like being able to atomize or like vaporize the planet or whatever. In order to vaporize Earth, it would require a strength closer to something in like the dwarf star to star level ranges. And the Wild Force Red Ranger, he was able to destroy Serpentera by himself. This was also early in his show, so he can likely get way stronger. So he's likely way stronger than this at the end. And Jarrod could upscale this, considering the fact every Power Ranger scales to one another pretty much. As well as the fact that he gets stronger through fear and like being able to suck out souls and stuff like that. This is even backed up by Rita having enough power to cause solar eclipses. So the star level range for Jarrod is actually pretty consistent. However, there's a far more impressive thing going on. Let me just find what the name of the scan is. Yeah, could you bring up Thanks Nem?
Do you mean Bloodreich?
Yeah, Nem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for this.
All right. So basically,
What?
basically, thanks to Nemesis Bloodreich, in his video where he was calculating the fastest live action speed feats that he could find, one of the fastest ones was actually performed by the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where they were able to fly from Earth to the furthest known galaxy in only a couple hours. and this got calced at over 32 trillion times faster than light, closer to 33 trillion, which is frankly very impressive. However, there's a far more impressive end for this feat. Could you bring up Serpentera speed feat? Basic. Basically, within this feat, Serpentera travels the same distance in a far shorter time, only in about like 3 minutes. So doing the math on that one, this would get closer to this would be closer to 7 quadrillion times faster than light. And remember, the Wild Force Red Ranger early on in his show could defeat Serpentera by himself, even able to like catch up and react to the attacks he was doing. So Jarrod is comfortably within the quadrillions of times faster than light ranges, which is frankly far faster than I've heard anything for Ryuga. So even if theoretically Ryuga was stronger, Jarrod is simply way faster and has the hacks in order to basically negate the strength advantage that Ryuga could have in order to basically get his win cons off first, like stealing the spirit of El Drago, or just tossing Ryuga into the spirit world and forgetting about him, or having Camille transmute Ryuga into a fly.
Wow. All right. Well, it seems like that Power Ranger chain scaling is really coming through for Jarrod right now.
Yeah.
We are getting some questions. Is this not more of a teleportation feat, or?
No, like, it takes like 4 hours in order to get there, and you see multiple times. You see like the Power Rangers like physically traveling to that, and even if for like the 32 quadrillion, and even if you wanted to say that's more like a teleportation feat, Serpentera, he travels that distance like physically. So even if the 32 quadrillion end was just thrown out, the Serpentera feat's still valid. So
I see.
All right. So my question for Gilded is, what even is Ryuga's win con at this point? Like, what does he have to even?
Well, for one thing,
threaten
he's
Jarrod?
much stronger. But so it doesn't go to waste, I'll go ahead and bring up my speed feat for Ryuga. A lot of the feats are going to be scaling to Jinga, who he just demolished at his strongest.
I mean,
And this speed feat was performed by Jinga at his weakest, at Storm Pegasus. Could you bring up Galaxy Nova?
Okay, we're going to one of the videos.
It's not going to be as fast as what you brought up, but it's still notable, I think.
I think we gotta use that.
It just flew to another galaxy and comes back in seconds.
Oh, shit.
The speed I saw calculus, it's not as impressive as what you brought up for Jarrod, but it is count that 2 trillion times faster than light.
Okay.
But I will point out this was at its weakest, so it's possible it could be faster for you can out.
Wait, Gilded, you're cutting out a bit.
yeah.
Sorry. That feat was performed by Pegasus at its weakest form, and Ryuga demolished it at its strongest form later on. So it could be even faster for Ryuga.
Okay.
Now let's get into the smaller stuff. So we're still on Pegasus here. Pegasus draws power from the Pegasus constellation, which is 15 stars. That's the. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a good thing to bring up.
Okay, but like, does he draw power from all 15?
He draws power from the constellation itself.
Oh, I see.
So if that's 15 stars, You could argue 15. You could just argue solar system.
Yeah. And let's bring up some other things. Late in the Metal Masters series, I believe, Jinga fights a guy named Damien. What's so special about Damien? Well, his Beyblade is Hades. And what's its
Oh, no.
special ability? Open up the gates of hell!
No,
No.
we don't know. Okay, wait, hang on.
In the Japanese dub, it is exclusively called the Gates of Hell. And I
believe
got an
do
image
have,
for it, although I have an image for it. It's not necessary, but it is literally called the Gates of Hell in Japan. there it is.
Oh,
It's just the gates of hell.
Yeah, it is the Gates of Hell.
So actually, yeah, I guess that is a question. We know Jarrod can escape his own afterlife. Can he escape Christian hell?
oh my god.
If we're going by the name Hades, it might even be might not
Might
even
be
be
Greek.
Christian hell.
Has anybody escaped hell here?
Well, I mean, they beat him. So
I see.
Okay, but see, how does that directly relate to Damien's power though? Because that could just be him. I don't want to downscale Beyblade because I like Beyblade, but how does this,
this is just
translate to power?
well, he has to
This is
open
just a
the
goofy
gates of
thing
hell
that
itself.
He has
But-
gods.
Okay, but that's more like a battlefield remover. Like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not like opening the gates of hell itself causes like a flippin' massive explosion to happen. It's just
Well,
like
technically
Right.
speaking, if it's Christian hell, the only other person who ever opened the gates of hell was Jesus. So
I keep saying Christian.
Wait, okay.
Wait,
I
but if it's called
refuse
Hades, then
to
it's
say
going to
a
Greek hell.
random fucking Beyblade is scaling to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior in heaven, who died for our sins.
Well, I
Of
mean,
course.
I mean, say that Ryuga scales above Moses.
Yeah, no, that's Moses.
does, but that's
okay?
Moses.
more so
Fair.
a Judaism.
Fair
thing,
point.
okay?
Oh my.
Man. I knew you were gonna do this. I had a feeling.
All right.
Wow.
This is minor compared to the stuff I brought out, but like I mentioned the star thing. I will save my big gun argument for later on, though, unless you guys want me to bring it out now.
Please,
Almost an
bring
hour
it up
in.
now. Like, I still don't see
All right.
how Ryuga can
This is
even.
this is a
touch Jarrod.
2-clip thing. This is a 2-clip thing.
Okay, alright.
Table, bring up Twisted Tempo and make sure to leave the audio on.
Is
Because it
because of the
explains
strong gravity that Tempo's twisted wheel creates, it is a bay that can actually control space and time. Understand?
What?
Special move, go.
I'm not hearing anything.
Spiral dimension.
No!
Space for dimension. What?
Are
There's
Black
stars
hole?
and stuff there.
Oh,
It gets better. It gets better. It gets better.
Where are we now? What is this?
okay, alright.
Is that a black hole?
What's that?
Oh my god!
Striker! Is that swirling thing a black hole?
That is correct. This is a black hole that Tempo has created.
What the
Black hole
hell
controls
happens in
both space
Beyblade?
and time. There is no
Tom,
attack that would be of
stop
any use
doing
against it. That's useless. Tempo is a bay that rules over both space and time. The
It
past,
can't be that
present,
serious.
And your future all lay in my hands. I control every.
It can't be that
So,
serious.
How does this relate to Ryuga?
Okay.
So can you bring up Ryuga destroys a domain expansion?
Now I will settle
course.
He was outside of the building during this.
He was outside the
wasn't
building.
even
Oh no!
along with our horrible past.
So he wasn't even aiming for this. Just watch what happens. He wasn't even aiming for Twisted Tempo. Look what happened.
What is going on down there? Whoa!
No way.
Oh my god.
He accidentally destroys it!
Oh my
You destroyed it on accident?
He destroyed it on accident!
What is that?
And it allowed Jinga and Masamune to escape from it. You can end it here if you want, but
Yo,
There's an
yo,
opening
Dark
in the
Lord.
black hole.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
They-
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
No, it could escape the pull of a grab of a black hole. And if Ryuga scales above Jinga, that means
and
Ryuga...
I forgot to mention, that was Medio El Drago, not El Drago Destructor.
Pegasus, Striker.
Okay, but like, I'll say this: like, just escaping a black hole that's only like light speed. That's like.
Oh, I wasn't talking about speed here.
Yeah, I know, but Zoro was like, well, I mean, if Ginka could escape a black hole, and I was like, yeah, but like Jarrod's still way faster.
But
Look,
I
that
think
was
you're
just-
missing the fact that he just beat a Beyblade that was explicitly stated to control space and time.
By accident.
Yeah,
By accident.
And I think so did it just make a universe?
At best, it made a domain expansion.
Yeah, but there were
At
stars
best-
in that whole place.
Yeah.
There were stars.
Stars in it.
yeah. So like, so this is definitely like multi-solar system bare minimum.
Wait, was it like a build-up, or did it just happen suddenly?
I think it just happens.
It just
It
happened.
just
I think.
happened. You just saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if,
But,
and if
the
we want to go
context
back to
to
the planet vaporizing thing, I want to point out after that, the core, it was powering a basically a giant weapon that was gonna destroy the planet after that, and Pegasus just absorbed the energy, flew up into space, and expelled it.
Okay.
That's not.
I knew about the Pegasus solar system thing. This completely caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Twisted Tempo. Just. You saw the clip.
God damn.
Ah!
I don't know.
Man, Tai Lung. Good
And
thing
I
that
should
Tai
also-
Lung isn't here.
I didn't even mention Drago's special moves. I don't even think I need to at this point.
No.
I'm just
Uh,
imagining that Tai
well, there
Lung
is
meme where
one.
he's just watching this and seeing his chances of winning Vaporize.
Well, there is one I can bring up. Dragon Emperor Supreme Flight, where Drago wraps around the opponent and
Mhm.
point blank fires a giant fireball at it.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
reading the chat now. Ruler of past, present, and future gets downed by weak normie Draco.
Okay. So I think at least one thing that was shown from this is that I don't think the other Power Ranger villains are really gonna matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just brought it up for like prosperity. But there's still Camille who can like transmute shit. So like you could like theoretically it's possible you could just turn Ryuga into a fly.
At a spiritual level?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not really explained, but like basically what happens is like there's basically this like annoying fucking fly in the series called like I think his name was like Flint or whatever. But basically it would come out and give commentary to like Megazord battles. And the story behind him was Camille. He was originally like a master martial artist of like Pai Sho or whatever. However, in a fight against Camille, she just turned him into a fly and then ate him. And now he can only come out in order to give commentary because if he's out of her stomach for too long, then the curse would kill him.
Interesting. Huh.
Wasn't there something about Ryuga or his Bay having like resists to something like that? Am I misremembering?
What was it?
I thought something was brought about. Ryuga having resists, I think it might have been one of those.
One of them was poison.
Yeah, okay.
One of them that he possibly resists is, I'm looking at a page here, possibly petrification. That's about it.
Okay. Well, also, would it be able to work on someone who's way stronger than you?
Like again, we don't really have like a lot of like explanations behind like some of the powers and stuff, so we don't really know exactly how like Camille can turn someone into a fly. She just does that and then undoes it off screen in the finale. Or you have stuff like just sucks out the soul, but I don't think like it really matters, at least on the sense of like the animal spirit thing, because like if you have a similar animal spirit, then I think what you can do is you can just like kind of like share it between people, because like another thing that happens in Jungle Fury is like after Casey has his tiger spirit taken from him, a student in a kids martial arts class he was taking, he identified he also had the spirit of the tiger, and he was able to have that kid help him in order to supercharge it, in order to give just enough charge in order to get off like that big combination laser thing that that the Rangers have. You know, the thing where they just assemble all the weapons and then it turns into a big laser that they shoot at the big bad. In Jungle Fury, that one's powered by like animal spirit, and they were able just to use some random kid who had a similar spirit in order to supplement a charge. So I don't think it really matters how strong it is. It's just kind of like if you have a similar animal spirit, then you can just kind of like take and give it. So I think you could just like go in and take out the animal spirit of El Drago.
I guess because this is actually a question I've had. Are we sure that the animal spirits in the Power Rangers Wild Fury are similar to the animal spirits in Beyblade?
I mean, I believe they're similar enough because how they're described in Jungle Fury, it's kind of just like the manifestation of your soul, really, just like in animal form.
It's your persona,
basically.
Yeah.
I mean, legitimately, how Jarrod transforms, like he doesn't even have a morpher. He just kind of like manifests his animal spirit, and then it kind of like forms physically around him. So like, technically, he's not even a Power Ranger, or like so like he could just. But he might just like literally be bashing his. He might just literally like come in and like kind of like force his way into the morphing grid in order to use the powers of Power Ranger. Because again, he doesn't use a morpher for anything. So yeah, I don't know.
So he doesn't get the increased strength that all Power Rangers get.
No, he does get an increase in strength. It's just like he's not tapping into the morphing grid in order to transform, and yet just like summoning forth his animal spirit and then solidifying that around his body is enough in order to be able to like clown on other Power Rangers. So he's definitely getting an increase in strength.
I see.
Yeah, it's just he's not specifically using the morphing grid, or if he is using the morphing grid, it's never said, and he's not using like any special augmentation or any like special things in order to tap in. He's just doing that.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
All right. So, are there any other arguments people wish to make at this point? Like,
I think I made my argument clear.
I mean, I can show off Jarrod's cool ass final form if you guys want.
Sure.
Might as well.
Please do.
Yeah. Okay. Could you bring up Phantom Beast, King?
I'm gonna set that on. Sorry, I had a thing with my dog real quick.
Oh, okay. But yeah, basically, Jarrod has thing called the Phantom Beast King, where after he resurrects the Phantom Beasts, he inserts himself as their king, and in doing so, he gets like an extra, even stronger form from like the Phantom Beasts, giving him like some of their energy. There's like 8 in total, but like they're kind of like died and got sealed away in the first Phantom Beast War. However, 3 got revived, and now they're helping out with Jarrod, and then he became the Phantom Beast King. He's also even after Daishi gets like separated from Jarrod, basically what happens in the final episode is Daishi gets separated from Jarrod, and it's kind of like this evil, it's kind of like fart cloud of evil, just kind of like floating around doing things, tearing holes in the spirit world, stuff like that. But after he stole the like spirit animals of like the Taisho masters, he then like becomes a giant dragon thing in his final form, and that's what Jarrod had to like weaken in order to like have the rest of the Jungle Fury Rangers go in and take it out. Actually, wait, that's also something Jarrod could just do. You just like weaken El Drago even more, which I don't think would exactly close the strength gap, but it's still something he could do in order to weaken it more, aside from just like sucking out the soul of El Drago or other stuff. So he can definitely like get around the strength gap, especially considering the fact he's way faster.
I just wonder, has El Drago been removed before?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I want to say,
but there is a good example of a spirit being shared between Beyblades, but it doesn't really apply the same for.
I read some
Ryuga.
stuff about Drago being able to possess people.
Oh yeah, that was the evil power
Okay.
that Ryuga had to overcome.
yeah.
When it overtook him, it just started morphing his face into a fucking dragon.
Yeah, that's actually something with Jarrod. That's actually one of the connections to this matchup. Jarrod and Ryuga both got possessed by like an evil dragon spirit that they eventually had to overcome. I guess the difference here is that like Ryuga overpowered the dragon spirit and basically like kind of merged in order to become even stronger. While Jarrod rejected the spirit of Daishi and became his own person and became good again. So that's cool. There's actually a lot of cool stuff with this matchup.
Oh yeah, like I think it'd be crazy, and
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
It does seem fun, and the
Yeah.
Beyblade scaling is just kind of insane.
Honestly,
yeah.
what convinced me on this matchup was the shit talking we both were doing to each other.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like honestly, I think the best way to talk about this matchup is it's Ryuga versus Tai Lung, but it's like an actual matchup. Like not even just a joke. It's just that. It's Ryuga versus Tai Lung, but it's an actual matchup.
Is Ryuga versus Tai Lung an actual thing?
It's
Yes.
more just a matchup.
Okay.
It like
Yes.
does exist. It actually has a pretty boppin' commission track, but
Okay.
like
At this
Yeah.
point, I think you could say it's almost legacy tier.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh wait, since you're back, could you bring up Phantom Beast King mode?
Oh, sure.
Oh wait, we didn't see El Drago's final mode, did we?
Oh.
I didn't post a picture of it, but I can send a picture of Destructor if you want.
Yeah, you can do that while I'm talking about like Jarrod's higher forms. Basically, Jarrod, he has
Ooh.
his original form, and then this is his Phantom Beast King mode. It's basically just like a stronger version of his like previous form. It has a really cool design. I like all the gold on it.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I also like the hawk design on the ears. Also, in this mode, he can like kind of like buff people with like by giving them extra animal spirits. Like for Camille, he was the chameleon, but then like after he got put into this mode, Camille asked to be another Phantom Beast general, And then he was like, yeah, sure, what spirit do you want? And then she was like, I want to be the phoenix. And then he gave her the phoenix spirit. So, like, I don't know, that's more soul manipulation, but, like, that's power bestowal, and that would not help in this fight, like, whatsoever. It's still a cool thing to mention, though. And then, could you bring up Daishi final form? Yeah, this is the final form that Daishi went into. This King Ghidorah ripoff. Yeah,
Dang, he turned into Death Ghidorah.
yeah.
Yep, Ghidorah.
But yeah, this is his final form that he goes into after he absorbs like all the animal spirits from all the different Paisho masters. I don't know. It looks pretty cool.
Does he? Is he? I guess this is a pretty dumb question, but is he still good in martial arts in that form? He's like, is he still smart?
No, yeah, he's still like got everything he needs. He's still like he's still a really good ass martial artist. It's just like he's now a dragon. He also doesn't really have any fists, so he can't.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what happened to his hand.
Do you just punch with the dragon head?
Yeah, you just punch with the
You
dragon.
could bite them off.
Oh yeah, you open the mouth, punch a guy in the face, and then you tear his face off.
Eating their spirit, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can just like suck your soul out from a distance. So like, I don't know.
Ah.
Okay, but can he eat the left rotation?
Okay.
I don't think he can eat the concept of spinning in a direction other than right.
My gosh.
Yeah. Also, there was
While you were saying that, oh, go ahead.
yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a question in chat from Axel Aliens. So, are we scaling Jarrod to the other Ranger seasons? Yes, we are. We are. Jarrod is getting pretty much everything from Power Rangers because every Power Ranger scales, pretty much just scales to one another via the morphing grid. So, like, obviously, Jarrod scales. He got like through this, he got like star and 7 quadrillion times FDL.
All
Yeah,
right.
you can bring up Ryuga's final form now.
Let's pull up the Beyblade image I sent, the El Drago Destructor.
And before I forget, the version of El Drago
And-
that destroyed the space time wasn't this one, right?
Was
Yeah, that
no,
was Meteor
no,
El
it was
Drago.
Medio El Drago.
So it was a weaker one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But since I don't have any big giant dragon forms to show off, I'll just show off the final special move that Ryuga unlocks. I sent 3 images to you. Table. This is Dragon Emperor Life Destructor.
Ooh.
And to basically summarize it, if you can do all 3 images as fast as you can, take your time though. But to summarize it as quickly as possible, you know how Goku does the Dragon Fist?
Yeah.
It's basically that. it's
Okay.
a fucking Dragon Fist.
Oh
Wait.
my-
That's him doing that and not the Beyblade?
Wait, he can just do that?
He can do that?
It's how he did it in the final showdown against Nemesis, aka the God of Destruction.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wait. You're telling me that Ryuga scales to his Beyblade?
No, but the battle damage that the Beyblades take are reflected onto the blader.
Oh,
But
I feel like that's a yes then.
that's a
like-
yes.
Like if you see in the first 2 images, this is the first time we've seen him with battle damage. By the way, he got this from the God of Destruction again.
Mm.
Oh.
And if you want to pull up the impalement image again,
Yeah, sure. Why not?
because it's funny.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And he doesn't die from this, right?
No, he just gets put into a coma like the rest of Ryuga's victims in this tournament.
Oh,
Oh God.
Throughout this entire tournament, he was putting his opponents in comas, giving them PTSD, and destroying the arena all at the same time.
Oh my god.
You should have seen what he did to Hikaru. He basically hit her with a fucking dragon Gallic gun. And
Makes you
not
wonder
only
how he didn't get disqualified.
not only was she put into a coma and traumatized, but she retired from Beyblading, which is crazy because she made a promise to her dying mother that she would become the best Beyblader in the world.
That's actually just sad. I don't even know if that's a feat. That's just sad.
Beyblade
That
is
is-
serious business, just like playing children's card games.
It's Ryuga's biggest violation he's ever done.
My God.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, I think I've said everything I want to say as well.
All right, final arguments.
All right. Do you want to go? Do you want to go first, Gilded, or should I?
Remember Twisted Tempo.
Okay.
Yep.
That's really it.
All right.
Bring up Moses again.
Oh my God.
Remember Moses?
Remember,
reason,
we got
just do it.
Ryuga's got the Jesus scaling.
Yeah, apparently.
Ryuga coming in with the "I forgive you for all your sin."
He goes, "This
Scaling.
I've got the power of Christ on my side. I can never
With the
lose."
power of Allah.
Wait. So
Oh,
Ryuga
yeah, I
has
forgot
power
to
of God
mention it.
And anime on his side.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention, he traumatized Hikaru so much that him just being there caused her to start screaming.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this man's a fucking menace. All right.
That's why I said he was the original Sukuna before
I'm
there
sorry
was a
for
Sukuna.
Oh yeah, I remember. Baby's first Sukuna. Baby's first Sukuna.
Well, am I wrong?
He's
I
not.
feel like this guy
First
beats Sukuna.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he
Oh,
does,
not even
he does.
close.
Yep.
This is
He
Yep.
solos
close.
the entire verse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead, Dark Lord.
All right. My final argument. I think I've made everything pretty clear from my debate. While yes, Jarrod is significantly stronger to the point, I don't think Jarrod could leave too good of a to the point. I don't think Jarrod could like physically take down Ryuga through like just punching really hard. However, he has so many hacks that he can easily get around this, like just tossing Ryuga into the spirit world, or constantly being able to revive himself via just tearing holes through the spirit world in order just to keep coming back and coming back. And there's as well as the fact that he could just like suck out the soul of El Drago and then steal the stats for himself. Because remember, when Casey had his own animal spirit taken from him, he couldn't even transform anymore. So it's doubtful that El Drago could even spin anymore, or even like be half as strong as it was. While Jarrod gets all those stats for himself, and he's just way faster to the point he will be able to get those hacks off before Ryuga could like land a blow strong enough in order just to like kill him. And even then, he could always just come back, even if he does die. So the main thing Ryuga has going for this the main thing Ryuga has going for him in this matchup is the fact he's way stronger. But strength doesn't mean much towards a master of the Pai Sho or a master of or even the Daishi. So in the end, I think Ryuga is just gonna have to take the L and drag on to the afterlife, while Jarrod gets to take the win in a furious victory.
Boo.
And just because it's been asked, I'll put the
just
poll
remind
up.
me there's one thing I forgot to mention.
I'll put the poll
You
up
mentioned
once
how,
the final arguments are done.
You mentioned how Ryuga wouldn't be able to spin El Drago. He doesn't need to spin El Drago to activate his powers. There's one time where he was just in a park or something, and he got ganged up on by like 10 different like soldiers or whatever, and he just held up the gauntlet that he holds Drago in, the slot opened up to reveal Drago, and next thing we know, there's just a fiery eruption. Everyone's
Yeah, but
on
doesn't
the
that
ground.
need the spirit of the dragon, which you wouldn't have anymore?
Well, I'm just saying he can attack without spinning.
Okay, but
He can probably blindside Jarrod.
yeah, but Jared's also got the aura explosion thing, so this ain't anything new to him.
Oh, the fart.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, that
when he
one.
got,
Yeah.
when he got affected by
Got
the
the
dark
part.
power.
Okay, poll is up, but Gil, did you want to give your final argument?
Hey, your real final argument.
Or was
My
that
real
it?
final argument is still just twisted tempo.
Oh, right, you already gave yours.
Oh,
I forgot.
And also, like, Ryuga can just damage the soul.
Daishi's soul can't be destroyed. Well, Paisho soul, I mean. So Jared can just tank that shit.
Table
I
pull
have a
Moses
question.
again.
Oh my god. Killed it.
Just keep
Oh.
Moses up for the rest of this.
Okay.
Keep Moses up.
Come on.
Moses killing.
Alright.
He's trying to distract you
Okay.
with the funny in order to make you vote for Ryuga.
Don't
Come
worry,
on.
Dark Lord. I won't get distracted. Okay.
Good,
All right.
good.
So before I give my final thoughts, I have to ask a question, and in regards to
Same.
the speed feat to I think it was Pegasus, right? That's the one with the trillion
Yeah.
times speed. Or okay. So when Ryuga beat Pegasus, because it's been a long time, was that with the final Drago or with one of the weaker ones?
When Pegasus did that feat, it was in Storm Pegasus, which is its weakest form. That was actually the attack that beat Ryuga the first time when their first fight. But later on, they had a rematch in both of their final forms, and Ryuga just shit stomped him.
Okay. That does actually matter. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I also have a question as well. So, in regards to experience, we can assume that El Drago is as old as fucking Moses. But
No.
how about a Daishi? Do we know how old he is?
He's been around for like thousands of years, but granted, he spent most of his time locked in a box. But like, yeah, so like pure experience, El Drago definitely takes that. But I'd say skill would go to Jarrod, considering like how many master martial artist squares he's able just to like casually take down.
I also. Oh, go ahead.
I think like again, I'd say experience goes to Ryuga, but like just pure skill goes to Jarrod.
I think that's fair.
I will say this.
Yeah.
In the manga, Ryuga is an ancient king of a dragon clan and is possibly hundreds of years old.
Okay.
He's been Beyblading for that long.
Yeah.
Really?
Also, to answer a question in the chat by a floating shopping list, it depends. In Ryuga's case, they're all just upgraded.
Wait, what
but,
was the question?
By the by, are there multiple Beyblades with the same one upgraded? But Drago, it's all the same one upgrade. But Pegasus, after Storm Pegasus did that Cosmic Galaxy Nova feat, it just fucking disintegrated.
So wait, going that fast fucking kills it?
That was Storm Pegasus.
Right, that was Storm Pegasus.
Literally, the next few episodes, Jinga goes and gets Cosmic Pegasus, which is a prototype of Pegasus, but is much stronger.
Okay. Interesting.
And then later on, that gets upgraded into Big Bang Pegasus or Cosmic Pegasus, as we know in the US.
I know with names like that, there are people that like love to scale. Like, oh my god, his name Big Bang Pegasus, therefore it's Big Bang. I swear.
Oh my god.
I kind of did that with the Gates of Hell.
Yeah, I was like, come on. There's no way.
Come
Yeah.
on.
It does
Stop bringing
on the
up the
wiki.
Planet
It did
Destroyer.
mention that when you get sent to Hades in there, something that looks like Cerberus eats you. So
Yeah, true.
at the very least, it is
I
Greek
did see
hell.
Cerberus's eyes in the picture. I did
Yeah.
see that.
And hey, at least I drew in more planet arguments, and then I went into multiple star arguments, and then I went into twisted tempo.
Yeah, then you went into Twisted Tempo. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Wait, I have an important question. How did they defeat the gates of hell? Did they destroy it?
Let me,
That's a good
let me
question.
check again.
Because if they could, then that means there is an argument that El Drago can destroy the holes in the spirit realm that allow Jarrod to get back.
The way that they defeat Damien is Jinga and Kyoya. They just they just how do I phrase? They just overpowered him.
Wow.
So they just overpowered him
Oh.
and closed the gates of hell. Like they did that.
Specifically, Kyoya's attack shattered the Beyblade.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
it shattered
okay.
the
So they
Beyblade.
destroyed the.
Okay, so
And-
they destroyed the
and-
thing
but
keeping
before
it
that-
open. They didn't destroy the gates of hell themselves.
Actually, Kyoya's Blader Spirit helped him break out and change the dimension back to normal.
Wait,
according to
what?
I'm finding here.
What? Wait, what?
What?
Really?
Game changer.
The gates of Hades
No,
is a
then what the
different
hell?
dimension in this. I didn't look too much into this,
What?
into the gates of hell, but I didn't think it would be that much. But
Oh my god.
And I actually also have a question.
Actually changes. Actually changes.
Wait. Holy
Wait.
thank you for whoever asked that.
Like, I just thought of it like, wait a minute.
Eh,
No.
I do actually have one more question.
Mhm.
If El Drago can absorb negative emotions, and if El Drago can possess people, couldn't he get powered off of Jared's emo energy, and also could he not just possess Jarrod if he's stronger?
The possession thing was more into Ryuga, and that was the dark power. But Ryuga has since controlled that. Maybe he could infect Jarrod with the dark power, and maybe that could possess him. But I don't know for sure. But as for what was the first question again? The drain of the emotions.
Yeah.
Yes, the way that he beat Jenga the first time in his introduction is that he purposely rage baited Jenga to get a rage boost and then absorbed that.
Okay.
Oh wait, that would actually counter Daishi growing stronger off of fear.
Dude.
Exactly.
Oh damn.
But I think it's stated that it's not just limited to anger, it's just negative emotions in general. So if there was a crowd watching them and getting fearful, Ryuga would feed off that too.
Okay. I will say though, most of my arguments are not centered around Jarrod being stronger. They're all centered around like stealing like the soul of El Drago and being way faster.
Like I said, Drago can damage the soul.
The Baisho Master souls can't be destroyed. Okay.
Yeah, but what about Jared's?
Jared's the Baisho Master.
Oh, I
mean,
thought
you
that
can
was
say the
just,
same
I
thing
thought that
with
was just for
Ryuga.
Daishi. I thought that was
No,
just Daishi.
No,
Alright.
like that's Jarrod. He's got that.
All right. We should let them decide now.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
we've
damn it.
we probably lingered on this a little too long, but oh well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
why don't we start wrapping it up? Talks for
Yeah.
another 25 minutes.
Yeah. All right, I guess let's just get down to our vote. I think we're getting near the end of the poll, but I'll keep it up until we're done. So, I guess for my thoughts are, while it seems like Jarrod is faster, I think the strength gap is so massive, I don't really see him being able to do any like good damage to Ryuga. And if Ryuga can do the whole... If Ryuga can, in fact, get like the holes closed, then that would be a way for him to have a path to victory. And yeah,
No.
since And the other thing is just if he.
a
Sorry.
hole gets like plugged up, Daishi could just like make a new one. It's not like he needs like.
How long would it take though?
He could just do that. That's
he could
just what he
do it.
does.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so he can just make a new one.
Okay. Okay. That actually does make it a little bit better for me. Okay. I gotta think more.
I don't know, I'm still just going to give it to Ryuga because I think the strength gap is so massive. I don't think Jarrod would be able to get anything off on him. And if they can fight off, if they're now able to fight off the dark energy possession, I don't know if Jarrod would be able to just like start pulling out their souls and stuff if they're just A stronger and B capable of fighting off something kind of similar.
I just thought of one more argument.
No, we're done.
I think we're done with the arguments.
We're done. It's too late, Gilded.
Hear me
It's
out.
too
Hear me out. Hear
late.
me out. Hear me out.
Sit down, Gilded. You
down.
had your chance.
Gilded.
Let me just say this. Let me just say
No,
this.
no, Gilded, stop.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We don't need 3 more arguments from everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Look, it's taking everything I got not to just like halt you mid thing in order to just like give some more information
Yeah,
on
just
Jarrod.
like debaters.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
rewatched
debating.
all of Power Rangers Jungle Fury in preparation for this cast. Like, I'm not messing around.
All right.
Still not Dino Thunder though.
Stead, do you want to go next?
Oh gosh, how am I supposed to do this? Okay, so I don't believe the soul thing really matter in this discussion. I think that for the most part, I mean, Pi shows spirit cannot be destroyed. I also don't think that their fear-inducing ability really matter in here because they both just feed off of each other's anger and other emotion. So it really comes down to stats and hacks in this department. While yeah, the twisted tempo is definitely insane. Like I don't know if Jarrod can even contend with that, but the speed gap kind of, at least the speed difference is what make me torn. I don't hear a lot of durability argument for Ryuga, so I'm kind of torn on that part. But I think the main thing that Jarrod has on his side is the hacks. The fact that he has power bestowment, which Dark Lord said is not useful, but I kind of think it is because he could just make Chameleon transmute El Drago into something else. And as far as I remember, he doesn't really have any resistance to it. So I think that when it comes to hacks, Jarrod kind of takes it slightly, but again, I'm not too sure about it. So because of that, I might lean toward Jarrod just for a bit. Thanks to power bestowment, also other forms that he has, and Daichi is just broken, and also it takes skills as well. But yeah, this one is close. I'm still torn there.
Okay.
All right. I shall take the next vote. So, this is incredibly close. I think I've gone back and forth like 4 times during this cast of like, okay, they got this. No, they got this. But like, the fact that there is a bay that both can control time and space, and then one that can open the gates of hell. And not only Ryuga destroyed the one that controls time and space on accident. So I felt like if he really could try, he could definitely destroy the gates of Hades and by extension the spirit portals. Yeah, you might be able to make more, but that's not stopping El Drago from just destroying it if he really wanted to. And with the massive stat gap, I gotta go with Ryuga. But this was a very hard choice, and I'm probably gonna regret this tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, you are gonna regret
All
it.
of us, all of us feel that way.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess I'm the last one. This debate, this went crazy. Okay. So from the very start, I'll even admit I was a little bit on Ryuga's side at the start, but the more Dark Lord talked about Jarrod's abilities, and the Power Ranger chain scaling, which even though I personally don't like it, it is kind of consistent, so you have to give it to him. It does seem like that from a baseline, Jarrod's superior speed and hacks, and the fact that his soul does hit, like I don't know why Gilda keeps bringing it up, but like Jarrod's soul just can't be destroyed. I mean, it was just stated, it was shown. I don't really think that his soul's going anywhere. So even if Ryuga gets to the point where he destroys Jarrod's body, the soul might, emphasis on might, it might still return.
No, like it has like actually in the final fight when
No, stop arguing.
I'm sorry.
Dark Lord, stop it.
Okay,
Stop it. Debate's over. It's voting time. Molak, continue.
But the reason I say might is because of the last bit at the very end when Gilda's like, oh wait, yeah, they could just maybe destroy the portals because they were able to affect the dimension. Like Gilded's side of this argument, it felt like watching someone be given S tier ingredients and they were making PB&J sandwiches, and then at the very end they start making Thanksgiving dinners. That's how it felt watching the That's how it felt, right? Like okay. And the reason I feel that way is because I feel like there were a lot of arguments that Gilded could have made that are just right there. And I saw it and I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of stupid. Like, for example, he only briefly mentioned it, but it does kind of seem like the final version of El Drago is significantly faster than the Trillion of Light feat. It seems like it is. He just didn't really go into it.
I brought up a quadrillions of times faster than light feet.
Yeah, but the problem is we don't know how many times faster or stronger the Bay is. So he could have argued a higher number. And even then, he could have argued a higher number from him defeating the Beyblade that destroyed all of space and time.
All right, but
we're not
I'm
saying
talking about
that
what could have been. We're talking about how well do you think the arguments made stand up.
But that's what I'm saying. It's because he brought them up at all that I can see the feats are there. And I'm just like, he destroyed the Beyblade that controlled space and time. It's like,
yeah, it feels metaphorical.
I hope it's metaphorical, but he created an alternate space.
Yeah, that's
so
make it tough.
So I think that Ryuga has the strength advantage for sure, but Jarrod has the hacks, and I feel like it does just come down to speed for these two. And if I'm being honest, I do. You're right. I am gonna regret this tomorrow, but I'm actually gonna give my vote to Jarrod.
Yeah.
I'm
why?
definitely regretting this tomorrow. But Ryuga, Gilded, you had the ingredients, man. But I just feel like Dark Lore's chain scaling Power Rangers was just a little more consistent, and so I'm gonna have to give it to Jarrod.
Hey, wait, actually, before you end, could I just mention some things I read in chat?
Hold on. Like,
the poll already ended.
Yeah, it was just been over for a couple. Yeah, it was pretty stagnant for like a few minutes there.
Can I just bring up what a guy said in chat?
Yeah.
So actual aliens claim the Hades Gate isn't the actual afterlife, and that there's a possible universal feat done by Rita in the comics.
What? Oh my god.
Well, that wasn't brought up in the debate, so.
Yep, it wasn't brought up. Just ignore it.
Damn it!
Yeah, we haven't researched any of this. We're working on hypothetical information.
Yeah.
I am gonna regret this tomorrow. Oh god.
I did end the poll near the end of that last one, so with one more vote, Ryuga won the chat poll.
Yeah!
And I believe that puts it at 3-2.
Yep.
It does!
I got fucking robbed.
Dang.
Robbed.
I'm sorry, Dark Lore. You are
One by one.
I'm sorry,
That
Dark
was
Lore.
I
close
got
as hell.
robbed. Jared
I'm
should have
so
won
sorry.
that.
I'm so sorry.
Stand
man.
proud,
I
Dark Lord.
swear to God, I
You're
got
wrong.
fucking robbed.
Dark Lore, if it makes you feel
Got
better,
robbed.
your arguments were more consistent, and that's why I argued for you. That's why.
So what was Ryuga's win rate again?
Throughout
97.
the entire series, 97 with only 2 losses.
So is it at like 98% now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Add another one to the like 200 plus.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Oof. Sorry, buddy.
I was
You
robbed.
watched
I
Wild.
rewatched all of Power Rangers Jungle Fury for this cast. All
I
of it.
You made the debate way closer than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
but
Loki.
That was close.
Yeah, I
I
Okay,
want
Loki,
this to
when I
happen
first
now.
saw
You
I
this,
guys
want
I
this to
can
thought
happen.
Jared
Yeah,
was
you-
gonna get
clearly.
like.
You basically
but the
lost.
more I watched out, the more I was like, "Wait, shit, Jared might got this." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you lost on a
probably going to-
on a single vote. So
Like I came
Yay.
into this cast ready to be like, okay, so Ryuga's gonna win, right? Like
Same.
you fully convinced me, at least for today, that Jared would probably win for speed.
yeah, like after all my research and hearing Gilded's arguments for Ryuga, like, sorry, man, I kind of side with Jared winning. Like, I'll admit, like the being able just to like constantly revive himself is is kind of like very cheesy, but like is like hella cheese. Is like a really cheese stat, I guess. But like legitimately, there was like legitimately there's so much like soul manipulation stuff, like just being able to rip out the soul of El Drago. I think that's like a legitimate win con to the point I genuinely believe Jared would win.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like I'm
Watch him.
I'm
Watch
probably
him.
gonna
It's gonna
go
be like
back
2
and
weeks
forth on this like 3 more times before I go to bed tonight. Like
This was crazy.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I'm,
I really
I'm
think a
sure
lot of it just
someone
comes down
that
to
He would have
would be so
voted for
fun to
me.
cover.
if the hacks is strong enough to deal with the strength gap.
I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, sucking out a guy's soul and then absorbing it for yourself in order to gain his strength is a pretty good argument for getting around a strength gap.
Yeah, but it's like if the soul itself, like it's basically just if El Drago is a soul and he's a universal, like wouldn't his soul just be universal? Couldn't he just like say no, I don't want to be absorbed?
Does he
That's
have?
a good
It doesn't
question.
matter how strong the soul is if you get hit with soul manipulation. Unless you got like a specific resistance to it, it doesn't matter how strong you are. You're just gonna explode.
Okay, I don't know if I agree with that, but I do think that there are arguments for him absorbing the soul regardless. I don't know if it's like the strength doesn't matter, because I do think like a strong enough soul could probably just resist someone else's getting
Well,
absorbed.
yeah, but that's if you got a resistance to soul manipulation.
But what if the soul is just? I don't know.
Well, actually, wouldn't he have resistance from the dark energy thingy? I don't know.
Is that specifically a soul manipulation resistance?
Wouldn't
could
it be-
argue, honestly, maybe.
they were possessed
I
and
think
then
you could
they
argue it, but I
fought
don't
off
think
the
so.
possession, right?
He eventually mastered it.
So he mastered
Like,
being possessed
it
to
was
become
this
stronger than the
out-of-control
possession.
Yeah.
He mastered
So-
the power, and he was no longer possessed.
So that basically means he had control over the soul.
I don't know if I would phrase it like that, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you did phrase it like that, I mean that's your argument, Gilded. That's the argument.
I would
right
phrase it
there.
like
the
that.
name of the game. You got to be a little facetious. Like again,
Exactly.
I argue Jared could just come back from the dead in infinite amount of times.
Yeah, you were doing the Kung Fu Panda argument. I didn't want to call you out, but that's the Kung Fu Panda argument.
Dark Lore, if it's any consolation, Sherm's in the chat and he said he would have voted for you.
I saw
Aw,
that.
yeah.
Thank you, Sherm. Thank you. That's
watch, it's gonna be like
whatever.
2 weeks from now, and I'm gonna find out.
whatever.
Like,
I don't
how
care
you
if
feel
I
like-
lost. I did the research. I made a good argument, and I think I should have won. So it
Yeah,
doesn't-
this was a really fun cast.
yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this was really
Yeah,
fun.
this-
This is really
Funny.
fun.
Watch,
yeah,
like,
this is
this is
some of the
wild.
most fun I've had on a cast in a while. Yeah. I now really want to see this as well. This is
Yeah.
such a fun.
All right, Dark Lore. So you and me, we're gonna go up to Plime and we're going to make him do this matchup now.
I've been talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
doing this matchup for Nebula Theater for months at this point.
You know what? I'm on board. I'm gonna help you push it.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's frickin' go. All right.
Let's do it.
You better reference this cast.
I will. Okay, look, if we do this and Jared ends up winning, then I just put then I put in negatives like got fucking robbed in the fan battle cast, Dark Lore.
But what if Ryuga wins?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't plan that far.
The cast was right
I don't
as a
know, I didn't
positive.
think
It was
Get this
rigged all along.
Cass becomes the Bardock versus Omni-Man, where
Oh my god.
it was right either way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in and stopping by and voting. This was a great time.
Yeah, it was fun.
For sure.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Remember, the Dragon Emperor is the GOAT!
Yeah.
Amen.
You
I
gotta
one
remember,
vote.
Amen.
he almost lost to the Lion, the Phantom King Emperor or whatever. I don't know.
All right.
He's fought Zeus. He's fine.
Go.
All right.
He's got a lot of titles.
All right, that's our cast, everyone.
See you later for whatever matchup we decide to do next. We still got a
Bye
lot to
bye.
go through.
All right.
Yeah, we still
Bye,
got
everyone.
to do. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to watch.
Bye.
And